What up, guys? Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Digimon. This is part 4. In the last part, Izuku went to celebrate with his Digimon too, and bought them some ramen. As their first day begins, everyone in Class 1A had to do a quirk apprehension test to test their abilities and skills, with Izuku placing third and a boy by the name of Minoru Mineta actually getting expelled. With Izuku, Terriermon, Doromon, and Galmon finding out that other people have the Digimon app, but they can't bring their Digimon out into the human world. Also, guys, I want to say that I'm going to be putting my own original OC characters into this What Ifs as well. Since again this is part of since this is a crossover with Digimon, and each Digimon series, even the games, have had different characters in them. So yeah. Any rate, with that said, let's get back into this. As Aizawa gets back into the teacher's office, he soon hears somebody call his name. Aizawa! So, how did the test go? How many students did you expel this time? As Aizawa was saying, only one. With President Mike surprised, saying, one? Man, normally you would expel your entire class if they didn't have any potential. Saying, this year many of them do. Especially this green-haired freckled kid. But I think his name was as a guy with spiky brown hair nearing a desk saying Izuku Midoriya. As he's saying, yeah, that's his name. How do you know about him? Control. As a guy with sunglasses and with the brown spiky hair saying, I took an interest in the kid during the entrance exam. And let's just say his quirk and my quirk are pretty similar. So if you had any ideas on making him one of your favorites, yeah, you're a little too late about that. As soon the two teachers give each other that of a dead look, as President Mike saying, well, I'm getting out of this, with saying, it is true that your quirks are similar, but unlike you, it looks like his creatures do all the work instead of fighting alongside them. After hearing this, Control beat saying, well, he will when I'm done with them. As he soon gets up from his desk saying, I'll be taking care of Class 1A's battle training. Since All Might decides to, well, take care of the training of Class 3Bs after all instead. Saying, probably because he's chosen one of the big three as his little apprentice. Soon, he walks out with Aizawa saying, sometimes I really can't stand him. As President Mike saying, really? Because I feel like the two of you would be getting along by now. Outside of the hallway, he begins walking, as right next to him is another figure saying, so you think the kid has potential? He has at least already one ultimate level Digimon. Give it a couple more time, and if he trains here in UA good enough, he could at least make Mega. And by then, he'll be a real tamer. As soon the others saying, well, let's hope he actually has real potential. Just like you, Shikechi. As saying, I hope so. On the way back home, Izuku riding Galgramon, as he begins thinking, so people have access to the Digimon World farm app, but yet they can't bring their Digimon to this world, to the human world. That's weird, but I thought for sure. As Izuku thinks this, with Terriermon saying, you're thinking too much, Izuku, but I can get what you're coming from. After all, we only got through this world because of this little app through your little phone. With Doromon saying, just don't worry about it too much. There may be a few. Just because people have the app doesn't mean they got a connection to their Digimon like us. So, just think that you're the only one being special here. with Galgamon saying, "You should listen to them, boss. Just worry about trying to get stronger and get us stronger so we can help you become the best hero that ever was." As he's saying, "Thanks, guys. Let's just hope that we have a better tomorrow of UA." As Izuku rides his Beast Digimon all the way back home. The next day, UA just has your typical days as usual that you would see at any Japanese high school. They had homeroom, then their first periods being English, then math, then social studies. Then they also had lunch where Izuku sat with Ida and Ochako, with Izuku having his Digimon out from time to time. As Izuku did have a special person that did also sat with him that day, and that being Tokage, of course. As Izuku was surprised seeing that she was going to sit by him instead of her classmates, as she said that she did know him already, so why not? However, if you guys can guess, Doraemon was embarrassed a bit. Even Izuku was a little bit embarrassed. After lunch, their next periods being history and the most important class for the hero course, that being battle training. As everyone in class began waiting for their teacher to come, as Shoji began thinking, so are they supposed to be waiting this long, or possibly are they just being lazy? As Kirishima says, "Come on, man, I don't think we gotta be like that." As soon the door opens with a guy wearing a jacket vest, a plain t-shirt that with the name Control on it, some regular jeans, and sunglasses on his forehead. As he just yawns and goes, "All right, you little brats, my name is Shokechi Mitsugame. Otherwise known as, my hero name is called Control, in case some of you who didn't know about my real name." As Izuku saying, "Control? Wait, you're the summoning hero. Oh my god, I didn't think that you were a teacher here. I mean, you kind of seem way too young for that." As soon, Shokechi soon saying, "Well, he really is a hero nerd. Guess my research was on the money, of course. But worshipping heroes isn't going to get you becoming stronger. But it does give you a good understanding of the heroes that you might work with in the future." As he's soon saying, "All right, I'm your hero training teacher, just like I said before when I walked in. And today we're going to be having a special exam. So, as soon he just puts his finger in the air, and then tons of suitcases just come out, as everyone's saying, "Wait, what the? How did all those suitcases have your hero costumes in them? They're also ordered by their seating arrangement as well, so make sure you get the right one and don't get your fellow classmates. Got it?" Stuff like that is really annoying. As many people in the class think that, well, he seems like he's just half-assing this. As soon Suyu saying, "Sir, is it true that All Might's supposed to be a teacher here?" As even Ojiro saying, "Yeah, is he not?" As Shikechi saying, "Well, he is, but he's training the third year class instead of you first years." Which makes a lot of sense, if anything. He's the best hero in all of Japan, so it should make sense that he trains the best students of UA. As he's saying, which all you kids got potential, like Aizawa said, but none of you are far from Big 3 material. To me, you're all nothing but kids who have no idea what the hell they're doing." As everyone begins saying, "What?" As saying, "Come on, meet me outside of Training Field Beta, but get your hero costumes on." As soon as he just leaves with everyone saying, "Is he seriously supposed to be our teacher? He's just so rude." As soon Momo saying, "Well, he's almost seems like Mr. Aizawa, but But he seems like he's way more, well, blunt. Mr. Aizawa was always honest with us, but he did seem like he was a little bit considerate. As soon, Jiro saying, yeah, consider enough to expel one of us. As everyone looks at the empty seat that's behind Izuku and also in front of Momo. As soon, Izuku thinks, well, possibly. Let's just hope that nothing bad happens, as he already has his hero costume and heading to change into it. On his way there, he soon sees a familiar face and familiar short size, saying, "Wait, Mineta? You're here?" Saying, "I was told to come back to school." Hero training started, as everyone else noticed Mineta, saying, "Dude, weren't you expelled? What are you doing back here?" As soon Mineta began explaining that he was expelled, but Aizawa and also Principal Nezu basically talked to Mineta's parents and said that he'll be coming back to UA, but because of his lack of potential, he'll be training way harder than everyone else, especially under Aizawa. After hearing this, they all think brutal, with Izuku saying, well, it's good to have you back in Class 1A, Mineta. I hope to see the kind of hero you become after Mr. Aizawa's training. As Mineta is saying, Midoriya, thank you for welcoming me back. As soon Terriermon soon comes out of his Digivice saying, oh, brother, you're always like this, Izuku. Too kind-hearted for your own good. As Doromon also come out saying, true. So damn true. You gotta be a lot more rougher, Izuku. You do know that, right? As Izuku saying, oh, come on, guys. And you guys need to be a lot more nicer. And Doromon, you're a prime example of that. As Doromon saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. As he turns his head over, not looking at Izuku. With Terriermon saying, there it is. He totally knows what we're talking about. As everyone sees this, soon Ida saying they act just like actual human beings. They don't act nothing like pets or what people have said on the internet about Digimon as what Midoriya calls them. As Ojeka saying, yeah, they don't act anything like Lopmon on my phone game. With Kirishima saying, yeah, I have the same Digimon game that I play when I'm bored. But I can't bring my Digimon out. Come on, it's not fair. As Tokuyami doesn't really say anything. Same thing also goes for Shoto. As Shoto began thinking to himself, he's the same as me, isn't he? As he soon clenches his fist, but on his left side. As soon, everyone soon changes into their hero costumes. As Shukechi was already at there, as he's already feeling bored, is saying, oh, looks like you're all here. What took you so damn long? As he soon looks at everyone in their hero costumes, and even noticed Mineta was there, saying, there you are, Mineta. I was told that you're going to come back to the hero course once we started the battle training class. Good to have you back, kid. Let's see what you're made of. As Mineta doesn't say anything and just says, yes, sir. As Ito looked around his surroundings, saying, sir, this is what we came to for the entrance exam. Will we be battling against robots? As saying, normally, yeah. For first years, we just let them go against a little bit of robots, engage their quirks, and see how powerful they are, and how much you guys need to work on it, or need to tone it down a notch. But none of that shit today. I want to see what you're all capable of in a real combat situation. As everyone's saying, wait, what? Is saying, we'll be doing a pretty good exam that normally third years would do, possibly even second years. It'll be against heroes versus villains. 2-on-2 battles. And not only that, we won't be doing them in the opening. Normally you guys see heroes versus villain battles in the opening, but the most dangerous battles are inside. As Izuku hears this, saying, inside? And saying, that's right, Midoriya, inside battles. Normally, the most dangerous battles between heroes and villains are always indoors. Secret lairs, underground hideouts, and back alley deals. All that shebang and stuff like that. So, you guys were going to be doing that. As Suyu soon raises her hand, saying, but aren't we a little too young for that? Saying, well, most teachers would say that, but not for me. You guys just like Aizawa said, you guys don't have much time to be wasting on little kid stuff like that. You guys gotta start here and now and see what you guys can really do in battle. And not just to gauge on how powerful your quirks are, how deadly your quirks can be if they go against a human. So you'll be fighting against each other. Got it? As everyone feels a little bit terrified and nervous, except Bakugo and Shoto. However, Izuku is the one who's the most terrified, given that it's mostly his Digimon that do all the fighting. Terriermon and Galmon, he has nothing to worry about, as the one person he's thinking about is actually Doromon, because this Beast Dragon Digimon has no chill, especially if it comes to people threatening his partner, as Izuku is just trying to calm himself down, with Terriermon and Galmon coming out, saying, come on, partner, calm yourself. If anything happens, we'll keep an eye on Doromon. As Galmon saying, Terriermon's right, boss. Just leave things to me, and whatever happens, I'll make sure to straighten them out. We'll just follow your plans to make sure. As he's saying, thanks guys, I really appreciate it. After getting a pep talk from his Digimon, Shikechi soon tells everyone to come up to him and pull a letter from a little box, as saying, depending on the letter, there are two letters alike. Depending on the letter is who you're going to be partnered with. As Izuku looks around and see who he's going to be partnered with, and that being Ochako. And she soon comes up to him saying, hey Deku, it looks like we're partners together. Is saying, yeah, thanks. I guess we are. As he begins stuttering and feeling nervous quite again. Soon he looks around, sees, alright, looks like everyone's paired up. Now let's see who's going to be the first teams to start the battle. As he soon pulls out one being hero and one being villain, saying hero team would be Group A and villain team would be Group D. So who's Group A? As Group A being Izuku and Ochako, and Group D being Bakugo and Ida. As soon Bakugo begins smiling, saying, finally, I can finally put that damn nerd in his place. And not just him, his little pet. As memories of Doromon soon come out. And not just Doromon, but also Terriermon as well. But he's mostly thinking of Doromon the most. The one Digimon that almost put the guy in the hospital, for crying out loud. And saying, alright, looks like we got our teams ready. You, Bakugo, Ida, go to a building is actually marked for you to. That's where you'll be going for your practice exam. Also, your mission is to basically guard a bomb, or either capture the heroes or stall for time until it blows up. As for the hero team, Midoriya, Uraraka, you guys are either to capture all the villains or grab the bomb before time runs out. Those are your options, guys. So, get to it. As for everyone else, come with me to the monitoring room, and you'll be able to see this train wreck of a fight happen. As everyone's saying, is he seriously okay to say something like that? As everyone said this internally, and feels a little bit glum and just goes to the monitoring room. As Izuku's saying, why would he say train wreck? as he begins feeling a little bit nervous, especially since he's fighting against Bakugo. As he's not nervous that Bakugo is going to come after him, as he already knows that, because he knows Bakugo inside and out. If anything, he's worried on what happened if his Digimon fight him, because knowing Bakugo, he's not going to hold back anything. And plus, since they're going to be in a building, he can't digivolve each one of them into champion level and fight. They do have a range on how small and how big they can become, after all, especially as champion levels. The only Digimon that would be useful, the only champion level Digimon that would be useful in a situation like this is most likely Gargamon. As Izuku keeps on thinking this in his mind, he soon realized at his phone, he realized that each and every one of his Digimon are now at the level of Ultimate. That even means in their rookie forms, they're pretty damn strong as is. Heck, in their rookie forms, they could probably take down a champion no problem, with Terramon looking straight at his partner on his head as he's saying, "We got this," and gives him a thumbs up with his ears, with even Galmon doing the same thing. We got this, boss. You told us to hold back when it comes to fighting against actual humans, especially in our ultimate and champion level forms. As soon, Doraemon saying, "We may be fighting against Bakugo, the very person I hate the most. But if it's for you, Izuku, I'll try and hold myself back. As I'll try to do the same for Ida too." As Izuku's saying, "Thanks, guys. Let's go." As soon, the exam finally begins, with Izuku and Ochako already creating a game plan and how they're going to take the bomb or defeat both Bakugo and Ida. As they continue climbing the building, Shikechi begins thinking to himself, "So Midoriya, how do you plan on fighting against actual humans with your Digimon? Will you allow your Digimon to do all the work while you get the credits? Or will you fight alongside them in their times of need?" As soon, Izuku brings out Terramon. "Can you scope the area?" As Terramon comes out and then looks around the corner, as he begins using his ears and try hearing any footsteps, saying, "There's someone coming down the corridor. It's most likely Bakugo, given his hatred towards you, buddy." As Izuku saying, "Yeah, I figured as much." With Ochako saying, "So what's your problem with Bakugo, Midoriya?" As Izuku saying, "Well, my problem with the guy is that he hates me. All my life he thought that I was quirkless until I got these little guys who ended up becoming my quirk. So now he's just feeling like he's inferior." As Terramon saying, "Yeah, he's just got that superiority complex. That's why today we're going to be beating him." As soon, Izuku saying, "Yeah, today's the day." As he brings out, "Galmon, you're up, buddy." As saying, "What you need of me, boss?" Terramon saying, "He's coming a little bit closer. It's most likely the bomb is down that way, and if we take another staircase, we should be able to make it up there." After hearing this, Izuku saying, "Got it. Galmon, distract Kachan, will you?" As Galmon saying, "You got it, boss. I've been wanting to take out the guy for a long time." As Doraemon saying, "What, you're not gonna let me fight him? Come on!" As Izuku saying, "I got another plan for you. You and Terramon, actually. So, you guys think you can do this?" As Doraemon saying, "Well, if you already got something planned out for me, Izuku, I'm willing to hear you out, buddy." Soon, the two began waiting for a bit, as Bakugo noticed Terramon saying, "Hey, Bakugo, remember me? I basically put you in a tornado and slapped you around all the time back in junior high. It's me, Terramon," saying, "Deku's little pet rabbit. I'm gonna make you pay, you little damn rabbit." Saying, "Gotcha." Saying, "Terrier tornado," sending a tornado right at Bakugo. However, Bakugo uses his explosions to dodge it by repelling him in the air and then repelling him forward. As Terriermon saying, wow, it looks like he's learned some new tricks, saying, you're done! Before being punched square in the face by Galmon, sending him flying across the hallway that they were on, saying, what? How did you? Gotcha. All right, boss, Uraka, Terriermon, you guys can go now. I'll take care of Bakugo just like you planned. It's saying, thanks, Galmon. Let's go, Uraka. Saying, right. As they soon head up to the second floor with Terriermon on Izuku's shoulders, with Bakugo saying, you, that damn blue dog that Deku rides all the way here and school and back. And not only that, you always end up punching me. Saying, well, I'm still raring to go. You coming to get some or not, Bakugo? Saying, you're dead! As he explodes all the way to Galmon, as the two begin to battle, with Izuku and Ochako heading up to the other floors and hoping to get to the top floor where Ida is, as Ochako began asking, hey, Midoriya, is it okay for your other Digimon, what's his name, Galmon, to fight on his own? Bakugo seemed like he was really dedicated to hurting him, as Izuku saying, you got nothing to worry about. Galmon can handle himself. Trust me. There's nothing he can't handle. As the two in the lower floors begin battling with explosions going all over the place, and Galmon dodging each and every one of them. But he did get a couple of scrapes from Bakugo's explosions, as Bakugo has tons of bruises all over his body as he tries catching his breath. Even Galmon saying, this kid really is tough. I thought for sure that he was nothing but just a hot air balloon who was nothing but talk shit. But seriously, he really is something to hold his own against me of all people. If anything, I think he was preparing for stuff like this, saying, you are you're nothing but a sentient quirk, right? You're nothing but Deku's thoughts made into real life. So you always look down on me, saying, what the? Of course, these people only think that we're Izuku's quirks, which I got nothing wrong with, but we're our own people too. I only hate you, Bakugo, how much you treat the boss, how much you look down on Izuku. That's what pisses me off. Doraemon and I can respect that. Even Terriermon can't stand you. On how much Izuku looks up to you. How much that you inspired him just like All Might inspired him. And yet, somebody like you, somebody that looks down on others, who puts them down. How can somebody like you become a hero? As Galmon screams this out to Bakugo saying, what the hell did you say? As Galmon soon uses his special move saying, Gal Tornado! As he begins spinning around in a blue tornado, as his fists are clenched, with Bakugo shooting out more explosions, but they end up doing nothing. As Galmon jumps in the air while still spinning and hits Bakugo hard, as he was sent flying. As soon they're in a wide open area, is saying, damn it all. Even after all those explosions I hit him with, he's still standing. As Galmon is also coming in, but he's now hanging onto the wall with one of his hands and breathing deeply, saying, damn it, maybe if I digivolved into Galgramon, I would be able to take him down pretty easily with just a couple of hits. But even so, holding his own against me? And he's just a kid. I guess these quirk people really are strong. Izuku was right. But I can't hold back. I gotta help out my partner and my friends. As he gets into another battle stance, and Bucky's saying, "You what? You still want some more? Because I'm still ready to go! You freak!" As they finally make it to the top floor, where Ida's saying, "There you are, heroes. I've been waiting for you. This will be your doom." As both Izuku and Ochako trying really hard not to laugh. As even Terriermon and Doromon find it hard not to laugh from Ida's performance as a villain. As soon Izuku snapped out of it saying, "It's over, Ida. You're done for. We're going to be capturing the bomb and then defeating both you and Kachan." With Ida menacingly saying, "Ha! Just because you declare doesn't mean it will be true, hero." As you look around, your partner can't grab onto anything and make it float and use them as projectiles. I've cleaned this entire floor. And as for your partners, I know what they're capable of. And even if you did supersize them, what makes you think that they wouldn't destroy the ceiling, causing the bomb to explode automatically? As he's saying, wow, he's really thought this through. That's what I expect from Ida. As he's really impressed. With Terriermon saying, "Now's not the time to be impressed, Izuku. Now we have time to put in that plan." Saying, "Oh, right, I did prepare for something like this." As he soon brings out, "Doromon, time to come out, buddy." As the purple beast dragon soon comes out saying, "So, what's the plan?" As Izuku saying, "I got one." With him soon coming up to Uraraka and asking her to make Doromon lighter, saying, "You sure about this? Do it. I know we got this." As she soon makes Doromon a lot more lighter, as he feels like he can actually feel like flying now, even with his tiny wings. As soon Terriermon jumps onto his back, as saying, "So what do we do now? Terriermon, this is all you, buddy." As Terriermon soon puts two and two together, saying, "Oh, I get it. A Digi Tag Team." As soon Terriermon's ears began to become enlarged and began and then using them to flap around. As everyone in the monitoring room began feeling surprised about this, as even Shoto and Tokuyami, alongside Kirishima, Tsuyu, and even Momo too, and even Shikechi too, saying, using your partner's quirk to improve your Digimon's chances to move faster, and then have them work together. So they can't keep up with Ida because of his speed, but using this, there's a chance. Wait, does he have? As Izuku saying, "Now for the next part." As he opens the app and then saying Digimon enhancements with touching speed, double speed, and then to both Terriermon and Doromon, as both of them began feeling a lot more faster, as each one now they rush right at Ida while still floating, with Ida grabbing the bomb as Doromon and Terriermon were right beside him, saying, "Huh? How is this possible? I didn't think." As Shikechi saying, "Now that's something else. He's thinking outside the box instead of focusing on trying to capture Ida or work as a team simultaneously trying to wear Ida out. Instead, they used a plan to make both his Digimon light as a feather and then use the speed enhancement to keep up with Ida. Interesting. If he could Digivolve them, they would probably be able to keep up with Ida, but given their size and certain champion level Digimon, not a chance in hell that would work. This kid really does think outside the box and even on his feet, especially against his opponents, especially how any tamer should." As he begins smiling, with Izuku saying, when I give you the signal, Uraka, I want you to make me as light as possible and throw me to. So when I say now, saying, wait, are you sure? Just trust me, please. As saying, all right. As she began making Izuku float in the air, as she grabs onto him, with Izuku waiting for the proper chance. As soon as saying, now! With her tossing Izuku as far as she can and as much as she can, with Izuku rushing right at both Ida, Terriermon, and Doromon, as he soon reaches his hand out and heading back down to both to Bakugo and Galmon, as Bakugo saying, damn it, why can't I beat you? As he's trying to catch his breath and is on his knees, as Galmon is still standing but trying to catch his breath, with him soon wiping some saliva off his mouth with his punching gloves, saying, I really can see why Izuku really looks up to you, Bakugo. As saying, what the hell are you talking about? Your dedication, your hard work, you might be arrogant, stuck up, selfish, and seriously arrogant to a T. But you really do have that hard-working mentality, always willing to give it your all. I can respect that. Not as Izuku's Digimon, but as a fellow fighter. As he's saying, don't patronize me. I know you're really Deku's mine. Is that what he really thinks of me? Is that what you really think of me? As Galmon thinking, ugh, God, this is really annoying. Ugh, any rate, I should end this quick. I could tell he's on his last legs. As soon, Galmon was about to end this with one final punch before saying, it's over. The hero team has won. As Bakugo saying, what? But how? Don't tell me Four Eyes failed. As Galmon saying, oh, thank God. I don't think I could have had another go at it with that kid. As he soon turns around and heads to Izuku, saying, where the hell you think you're going? It's over, Bakugo. Now I'm gonna go back to my partner. As saying, damn it, I didn't even get to fight Deku. I fought against his little pet. But that thing really can hit hard. And I mean it. But at least I held my own. It proves that they're not unstoppable. But, as soon he begins remembering their transformations, is saying, I bet Deku was holding back because I was weak. What would happen if they went all out? If they transform? As he's soon saying, damn it, I'll just have to get stronger. Just you wait, Deku. As soon, Izuku goes to both his two Digimon, saying, nice work, guys, for keeping up with, guys, you okay? As both of them have swirls in their eyes, as they are completely dizzy from moving so damn fast. As Izuku saying, ooh, sorry guys. As even Uraka feels like she's going to vomit after all the people that she made weightless with her quirk. As Izuku saying, oh, I'm sorry too, Uraka. I guess I was really in the moment and I didn't think about you guys' well-being. I am truly sorry. As soon Terriermon saying, it's okay, Izuku. We just won after all. I guess there's nothing to complain about. As Doromon saying, yeah, sure I didn't completely fight, but hey, winning a win's a win. As he soon brings both his Digimon back into their Digivice, and also heals them up a little bit. As he's soon saying, thanks for really making them push past my limits, Ida. Especially these little guys. And saying, I was glad to help out, Midoriya. And not only that, you made an awesome villain. really amazing out there, saying, well, thank you. Soon, everyone leaves the building with Bakugo already in the monitoring room, as he just turns around and doesn't even acknowledge Izuku, Ochako, and Ida, as he's pretty mad as Ida knows that he is justifiably mad at Ida, but he's more mad at Izuku than anything, as saying, all right, looks like everything's taken care of. So, can you all guess on what they did right and what they did wrong, and who is the MVP of this? As everyone was about to say Izuku, Momo soon says Ida. He had a pretty good execute plan. He took everything seriously, and also he was the most one ready for anything. As Izuku saying, smart, definitely true. As she also said, Midoriya as well. He had perfectly good plans. He used his quirk to the best of his abilities, and he countered for both his and Uraraka's shortcomings. We already knew that he had the ability to make his quirks evolve and grow bigger. If he did that, he would most likely set off a bomb in a battle situation like this. After all, so he has to think outside the box, and using his partner and his own skills at his own disposal. However, Bakugo went on his own and tried to handle things all by himself. And not only that, he was only focused on Midoriya. Because of that, he only focused on Midoriya's separate quirk that he was fighting against instead of helping out his partner and keeping the bomb safe. As Bakugo saying, damn it. As Izuku saying, wow, she really knows a lot. Ushikechi saying, you're really good, Momo Yaoyorozu. Makes sense why you're here by recommendation now. As Izuku saying, recommendation? So she's the same as Tokage. As Izuku thinks this, with saying, alright, time for the next team. As everyone else's kind of goes pretty similar, just like in canon after all. However, as for Shoto's match against Ojiro and Toru, it goes way much more faster this time, and I mean faster. Like, he would hold back nothing one bit. It was mostly to, show off in front of Izuku. Even Tokoyami did his best as well, and wanted to end the match, and his match is faster too, with Izuku wondering, why are they trying to make the match faster? It's impressive, but it's also kind of risky too, as Izuku thinks this. Soon, the day goes by, saying, alright, looks like you all did pretty well. Most of you need to improve on your quirks and abilities. Also, you all need to work on teamwork. I'm looking at a couple of you guys, as looking at Bakugo, just turning his head around with a pissed off look, saying, oh yeah, Midoriya, meet me in the teacher's office. I need to talk to you in person. It's saying, yes sir. As he walks off, an elevator soon appears as he goes down it, with everyone else soon wondering, with Kaminari saying, dude, what did you do? I mean, your quirk is interesting, but to take an interest out of you just like that, saying, I don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot about Control. I mean, I hear that his quirk allows him to summon things, and that's it. But I've never seen the guy fight in action. As everyone saying, none of us have seen what he's really capable of. With Izuku wondering about the mysterious young pro. As Izuku changes out of his uniform and soon heads to the teacher's office. On his way there, he runs into a couple of Class 1B students saying, Tokage is saying, hey Midoriya. As soon to other students saying, oh, is this the guy? The guy with the summoning, with the monster quirk? Is a dude with green hair and looking like a, well, like a praying mantis, and a girl with orange hair saying, "It's nice to meet you. My name is Izuku Kendo. I'm from Class 1B." And saying, "Oh, my name is Izuku Midoriya." As soon to guy saying, "So you're going to introduce yourself too, right?" As saying, "Fine. The name is Togaru Kamakiri. I'm from Class 1B too." As saying, "But I'm not going to lose to somebody that basically got into the entrance exam with an OP quirk. You got me?" As saying, yes, sorry." As soon, Doraemon saying, "My Izuku senses are tingling." As saying, "Don't do anything stupid!" As both Terramon and Galmon scream out to him, straight into the dragon's ear. As saying, "Well, it's glad to meet you guys. Excuse me." As he soon heads to the teacher's office, with Kendo saying, he really is a nice guy, like you said. I guess not everyone from Class 1A may be arrogant." With Kamakiri saying, "Just give it a while. They'll probably be arrogant bastards sooner or later." As soon Izuku makes it to the office, saying, "Sir, Mr. Mitsugame?" And saying, "There you are. All right, Midoriya, follow me. There's a special place in UA that I mostly go to." As saying, "Yes, sir." As they head down a couple hallways and head outside, where they're at a certain practice field where normally the second years would be at. But now it's just empty, given that school is now finally let out. As Izuku saying, "So, sir, what are we doing here?" As he tells them, "I want to see what your Digimon are really capable of, and see your potential." Saying, "My Digimon? But my quirk is, you don't have a quirk. Is that right?" Saying, "Wait, how did you?" "I'm quirkless too." "Well, anyone can have a Digimon, even if they had a quirk or not." Soon feeling the pretty ominous tone in the air, Terramon, Doraemon, and Galmon come out as they're all trying to protect Izuku, saying, "Okay, buddy, who the hell really are you?" As soon a Digimon comes out of his sunglasses, as it is Sylphimon, saying, "Well, looks like they look strong, but by their attitude, they're still pretty much kids." It makes sense after all. As soon as Izuku saying, "Wait, that's a Digimon." Saying, "Well, your eyes are pretty perceptive. I'm called the summoning hero. It's because the monsters I summon are actually Digimon. So I'm the same as you, Midoriya. I'm a Digimon tamer." As Izuku is shocked and surprised. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Also, like and subscribe, which helps us the channel a lot. Even check out my, gaming channel and my Discord, which are links in the description below. In my Discord, you guys can suggest what ifs and just hang out with me and wanted to talk. As for my gaming channel, you guys can hang out with me there and see me just play games and just mess around or just having a little bit of fun. Any rate, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.